Okay, our next two inductees are not able to be here this evening, but they were able to provide a video clip accepting their Hall of Fame induction. The first honoree became the first men's basketball player in Yeshiva University history to top 1,000 career points. A two-time small college All-American, he registered more than 35 points on 4 occasions and once scored 41 points with 31 rebounds in a game. Following graduation, he would go on to serve as an assistant coach under his mentor, Red Sarachek. Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductee, Marvin Hershkowitz, will be introduced by Yossi Gev, and accepting the honor will be Marvin's son, Arthur.
Good evening, everybody. He's a great person and has been a role model for me personally and to many others. He's a real mensch, a fine man that is always willing to help and give good advice. I was very lucky to meet him, and he was the reason I came to YU. He kept telling me, YU will be a great place for you. You will get great education, and you'll meet wonderful people. And he was 100% right. He was a great basketball player and a great coach. I had the privilege to work with him every summer on my game, and let me tell you this, half an hour with him was like 3.5 hours of regular practice. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here today with us, but let's give a big round of applause to Marvin Hershkowitz and invite his sons, Jay and Arthur, to receive the award in his name. Thank you.
By placing this jacket across your shoulders, we hereby induct Marvin Hershkowitz into the Yeshiva University Athletics Hall of Fame. Want to put it on? You're going to be speaking to him. Okay, but we have a video.
Thank you for giving me this honor. I'm sorry that I cannot attend this in person due to a bad leg injury in my home a few months ago. In all the years I played basketball, I never had a leg injury that prevented me from playing a game. If Coach Red Sarachek had to make a choice for me whether or not to play, I would probably surely end up playing. Coach said that I was never allowed to ski in case of a possible injury. I sent my 2 youngest sons, Arthur and Jay, to represent me in honor of this occasion. Please again, thank you.
I'm reading the words of my dad as he dictated them to me, and he went over this a few times and kept on making his revisions, but I'll try to be accurate. Imagine my father speaking to you. I would like to thank Yeshiva University for bestowing me with this honor. Thanks very much to Josh Pransky and his team for their efforts in making this event a reality. I regret that I can't be here in person. I made Aliyah with my family in 1977 to Rehovot, and now I live in Yerushalayim. I grew up in the Bronx and attended public school. I played ball in local school yards. For high school, my mom wanted me to go to Taft, which was a co-ed school, but I preferred to go to DeWitt, Clinton, and I went out. And we had a wonderful team there, of which I was captain. After that, I went to City College. I had a very promising career in City College, but keeping Shabbos and keeping kosher was very difficult. My friends convinced me to try out Yeshiva University. In those days, in the early 1950s, Yeshiva only accepted people who had a Yeshiva background, which I did not have. The coach, Red Sarachek, explained to Dr. Belkin that if he wanted Yeshiva to have a basketball team, they would have to accept boys who attended public schools too. It was a very strange and comical meeting at the time with Dr. Belkin and Coach Sarachek, since they came from very different backgrounds. They worked together, however, to start JSP, the Jewish Studies program for students without a yeshiva background, later known as JSS. Dr. Belkin appointed Rabbi Bezdin to head the program. We had a wonderful class in Yeshiva University. Incidentally, Rabbi Riskin was one of the first teachers in the program. I learned many things in YU. I received a basis in Torah learning and Jewish tradition, which guided me in raising an observant family and making Aliyah. My two youngest sons continued on and received smicha. My son Jay from Reitz and my son Arthur learned in the Grus Kollel in Jerusalem and received smicha from Zalman Nechemia Goldberg. Through my playing, I developed many lifelong friendships. I had wonderful teammates, and I kept in touch with them for many years, including Artie Stein, Ruby David, Menieri Krieger, and Yibadel Chaim Arukim, Eliu Levine, and Herbie Schlessel. My heartfelt thanks to my professional colleagues throughout the years, too. Coach Red Sarachek, Coach Johnny Halpert, Rabbi Mitchell Orlean, and Dr. Jeffrey Gurak. My wish to all my friends, colleagues, and YU students are to cherish your moments in YU and put your best efforts into everything that you decide to do, whether it be sports, studies, or community service. Thank you all again, and it is an honor to be part of this club and the wonderful institution of Yeshiva University. My dad, Marvin Hershkowitz, is very sorry he can't be here today. He's in Jerusalem. He had a leg injury, but he sent us instead to represent him. And he feels very much a connection to YU, not just through the actual basketball, but through the entire atmosphere that they had here in YU. And he gave that over to all his children and grandchildren. His grandchildren do play in Israel and play in the championship leagues there. And to all the people who know him, he was just a good supporter for everybody both in their sports and not only in their sports but in their careers as well. And that's everything I feel that we can take from my dad and to take on further is the love for your alma mater, YU, and to take something that you believe in, sports or whatever your career is, and go ahead to the very end. Thank you.